Hey guys, it's Melissa here. I just wanted to record a video of how thankful I am for the Monster Hunter series in my life. Without it, I probably would not be here today, to be honest, because I have met such fantastic people playing, from some of my best friends all the way to some people who I've only played with like once or twice that I still really appreciate them giving me the time of the day, and I'll go out of my way to help others, and but that's just kind of Monster Hunter for you. Help others and enjoy the game. It's really fun, and as much as I might bash on things about certain aspects of the games, it is one of my favorite series, and I find myself playing it almost every day. It's crazy because I have almost 3,000 hours in World alone. So, it's crazy. First up, I just want to um, thank the people that I play with the most. And I'm not going to name names because I know some people don't like being public, more public than they are with playing with a bunch of different people. But to my closest friends, I just want to thank you if you watch this. You guys are amazing, and you've helped me out with so many things. And because of Monster Hunter, we met. It's it's really crazy to think about that we probably would never have met in any other circumstance. If none of us played Monster Hunter, we wouldn't know we existed. I have met some of my greatest friends, and you guys are the best. I would never change anything about you guys, and I hope you guys feel even a little bit the same way. So, thank you for being my friends, and thank you, Monster Hunter, for helping me find those friends. And with that out of the way, I just kind of want to go over a few things. My past with Monster Hunter, my kind of current going ons with Monster Hunter. Nothing bad, just here and there. So, I've mentioned some of this stuff before, so I don't know, if you want to skip it, then I wouldn't blame you, but I started the Monster Hunter series, I want to say in like 2016. It was a little, like a year or two, like maybe like half a year or so before Ultimate came out, or something like that. Maybe even before that. I think I played 3 Ultimate for maybe a whole year, but never put in as much time as I did in um, World, especially World. Even GU, I haven't put that many hours in 3U as compared to GU. But I started, I want to say 2016. My brother got me into 3 Ultimate just so he had someone to play with on that game. And I have not looked back ever since. I have enjoyed every second of Monster Hunter, even the bad ones, even the really stressful ones, and even moments where I'm not even sure I'm gonna go back to Monster Hunter, and which I hate thinking back on those moments, but there are just times where I'm thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't play Monster Hunter. I've played so much of it already. But it's just a game I can pick up, play for a couple hours, maybe even just 1 hour, and be like, okay, I'm done with it. I'm gonna go play something else. But every little bit of Monster Hunter makes me just feel so alive. And it's wonderful. I am honestly just, thank you, Capcom. Thank you, Monster Hunter team. This series has been a blast, and I am looking forward to the future with Rise and Stories 2, and further past it with other games, and the 6th generation, and the 7th, if there's a 7th. You know, just things go on and on and on. And before I continue rambling, with 3 Ultimate, I never really stayed connected to the people I played with on there, apart from one person that I can stay connected with, like, a few weeks afterwards, but with not playing 3U with each other, we just kind of stopped talking. Which is a shame, because he was really cool and helped me a lot with stuff that I really struggled with in 3 Ultimate. But I'm still thankful for him taking his time taking time out of his day and helping me out with just like stuff that's endgame and would be considered really hard without like just that extra help. I honestly loved 3 Ultimate. It was one of my favorites. And I'll be honest, the music in it is my favorite. It might be just nostalgia talking, but GU has some fantastic music. World has some very pretty orchestral kind of sounding music for most of the monsters. Some harken back to the older games, but it's mostly stuff that is much more orchestral. And there's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. I still love World's music. It's just, I love being pumped. That's why I love GU so much. Because it has some just amazing songs. Like my favorite monster theme of all time is Astelos. And that monster, I wouldn't even place him in my top 5, to be honest. I love him, but his theme is what makes the fight. I fight him just to hear his theme while playing. And it's amazing. I've really enjoyed the music, and the songwriters are wonderful. Okay, before I ramble on music for all eternity, I'm just gonna stop myself there. And so, on to the next portion of what I have really enjoyed is the monster design. Of course, there's a lot of, flying skeletons and stuff, like Graphilos, Seregios, Astelos, but the more unique ones, Seregios and Astelos, are very quirky to me, and I love quirky monsters. They're some of my favorites. The monsters should just have really weird quirks, or really weird and quirky. Like, my favorite ones that are quirky are, like, Great Macau, which is very little tier. Seregios, which he doesn't seem quirky at first if you think about it, but it's like his scales are really cool, and I really enjoy them. I enjoy Arzuros. He's very quirky and fun. I mean, he's a bear that loves honey, and he's just there having a blast. And I love Volvanon. I love all 3 of the bears. Just, it's amazing, and I'm glad we're getting Arzuros for Rise. We might get the others, which would be amazing. So, after that, I want to talk about, the set designs. Just like the maps. Some are just absolutely wonderful. They really listen to feedback. So, comparing Ostera to Celiana, Ostera was, I'm not gonna say the worst, but it's too big for its own good, if you get what I mean. It's too spread out. But Celiana just takes that and just condenses it and makes it so much better. I love Celiana. I love the music of Celiana. I love everything about Iceborne. I can't really think of many things that I dislike about Iceborne. But Celiana I love because it's snowy, and that music just gives you that feeling of wintry goodness, and I just love it. And just the overall design of the other locales that aren't the towns, like Ostera and Celiana. Like the forest, the Coral Highlands, and the other locales of World and Iceborne. They're super pretty, and Hoarfrost Ridge may be my favorite, but I do have, soft spot for pretty much all of them. And I'm really happy that they went all out to hide little things and just make the world feel alive. Even if some of the maps can feel a little too small for some of the monsters. And I'm glad they're going back and just making Rise's maps just feel a lot bigger and a lot more open. It's just wonderful that they're listening to the fan feedback, and I just I just love this, like, the Capcom team, because they listen so well, and it makes me so happy when I see one of them just kind of go with a running joke from the fandom, and like the tetra, I don't remember how to say it, the platypus monster that they added. I will never get his name right, I swear. But they call it a chunky beast or something like that. It's just, it made me laugh, and I love the team. I I love seeing their excitement for their games. I love just seeing them be happy to present these wonderful, massive games to their fan base, and just being super excited about the positive feedback. So, thank you, Monster Hunter team, for being so amazing. I don't know if any of you will watch this, but you guys are amazing, and I just hope that you guys just have a fantastic time making Rise, and fantastic time making any of the Monster Hunter games. I also want to give thanks to the fan base, because I have seen some amazing creators, from fan artists to writers to songwriters to even just content creators like Rage Gaming Videos and Gaijin Hunter. They, I am so happy that there are people out there that enjoy Monster Hunter so much. And I found this one song that was fan made, that was of the, like, a fan made Equal Dragon theme. It's really cool, and I'll link it in the description, so if you guys want to hear it, you can. And I also listen to Falcone, which he makes metal versions, like heavy metal versions of a lot of different monster themes. Like, I don't want to go naming off some, because he has like 80 plus videos on just Monster Hunter, and it's truly wonderful. I do recommend you look him up too and listen to some of them, because they're amazing. I have seen some amazing artists while on Tumblr. I've seen some amazing artists that, like, even the Capcom team have acknowledged and, like, shared their art. It's wonderful. And I have seen some really interesting, like, writing, like, stories and stuff from just people on Tumblr, like Ask Blogs. They'll go and write interesting little stories about their characters, and I love seeing that in a fan base. And the Monster Hunter fan base is so rich with fan content, and just even content from the, like, the Monster Hunter team. It's amazing, and I love digging through it. So I just want to thank the fans out there who have put together all of this crazy stuff. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys stay wonderful, and as Rise comes out and Stories 2 comes out, the next game, you know, just have fun, go wild. I want to see the craziest stuff you can imagine. I kind of want to wrap this up by kind of going over my thoughts for the future. I am so looking forward to Rise and Stories 2. They both look so amazing. Rise, just go explore, have fun hunting, and the Japanese art style, oh, it's just amazing. I love it, and I want more of it, and I just can't wait till it comes out. And Stories 2, oh, it's everything I love about Stories and better. We haven't seen any gameplay for Stories 2, but just seeing the trailers, oh, I just can't wait to get my hands on either of them. So I hope anyone who's looking forward to Rise will maybe even kind of think about Stories 2. I hope that if you're into RPGs, give Stories 2 a chance. It's Stories is just so amazing. It's fun. There are some difficulty spikes, but it's wonderful. It's fun. It has a really fun story, and I just can't wait to play Stories 2. So I hope you guys look forward to that too. We don't have a definitive release date for Stories 2, but Rise comes out like March 26th, and Stories 2 is slated for that summer. So it won't be too long before we have both of them. And I hope you guys are looking forward to them as much as I am. And with that, I'm just gonna wrap things up and just say thank you, Capcom. Thank you, Monster Hunter Team. Thank you, fanbase. And thank you to my friends. Without you guys, I don't know how happy I'd be. I love that I've gotten back into Monster Hunter. Without Monster Hunter, I would just be just nonstop still playing Final Fantasy 15 probably. So I love you guys. I hope to see you more. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.